aka Eileen Littlecroft. The additional information about this show, arts, crafts, and everything in between can be found on my website, EileenTheLittlecraft.com. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Can't believe it's Friday. What? So stinking excited and happy about that. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea. I don't know. It's been kind of one of those weird weeks. But anyways, oh my goodness, I feel like it's been ages. So today show is going to be about Arrow season 7. Yeah, I know I'm probably late because I've been watching it on Netflix, which I love. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about that today. There are just a few announcements. I'm going to try, and I keep saying this, I'm going to try and hopefully by this weekend or next, I will have the blog all, kind of caught up with, different types of shows. And if you guys haven't heard or seen any other videos and stuff like that, you guys will also be able to catch up on what's been going on with me. And why am I singing? I have no idea. Alright guys, so I'm going to try and catch up with the blog. I have also been doing some YouTube videos. I am a YouTuber as well. If you guys don't listen to this on YouTube or another platform, I am a YouTuber. The show that I that I do is called The Littlecraft Show. Additional information about that show can be found on my website, but I kind of will give you a little bit info about that. Basically, it's an arts and crafts show that I have in conjunction with my podcast show, Arts, Crafts, and Everything in Between. I do a lot of different projects on there, and I'm also trying to do some nail art, which is lacking, but actually I have finally been able to put up a video. I tried a nail kit, and it's called the Kiss Gel Nail Kit, and so I put up, that video, and I'll let you guys know what I thought about it and stuff like that. And yeah, so it was a pretty interesting experience. Hopefully I will have more nail videos up soon. And planner videos. I've been trying to do a lot more planning. I have been working with the mini planner. I use the Happy Planner. I love that planner. That's just one of my favorite planners. There's a bunch of different planners out there. There's Aaron Conrad. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch. Kind of like indie brands there, which probably are mainstream by now, but I don't know a lot of those brands, those off brands. I mean, they're not off brands in a bad way. Yeah, so they have a lot of different planners, or you can use like a traveling notebook as a planner as well. If you look on Instagram, you'll find all types of different planners over there. It's just amazing. All these planner people are just so stinking talented. It's just amazing. So I have been using what is called the Happy Planner from Me and My Big Ideas. And I have had all 3 sizes, and I decided that I'm just going to stick with the mini planner. So yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about. I don't know if I want to switch over to the, what is that? Medium size or the classic size planner, which they first came out with. I think that one's 8x8. I forgot what the size this one was. I think it was 6x6. So yeah, so I don't know. I may or may not. I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. I've seen one planner that I'm like, I have my eye on, so I don't know. So yeah, so right now I'm just doing my mini Happy Planner. I've just been using a lot of the stickers from those. If you guys want to know the setup and this, that, and the third, you can head on over, like I said, to YouTube and look up The Littlecraft Show. I'll put the link down below so that you guys can check out my other show. Anything else? Okay, so trying to get the blog. Got the nail video up. A bunch of, I think that's it. We are good to go, folks. All right, so today, like I said, I am going to be talking about Arrow and season 7. I think that honestly, this one was the best one yet. There were some scenes that I was like, okay, I kind of feel like they were trying too hard. Or okay, what was the purpose of this scene? When is it gonna like lead up to something? So yeah, so it was just like, okay. Okay, so I think either was it 5, 6, or 7? We also got the first glimpse of Batwoman. But I thought it would have been started by now, but apparently it has not. And so yeah, so that was pretty odd. She basically spanned throughout the whole 3 seasons, 3 series of, like, let's say, what is that? Arrow, Flash, and what is that last one? I think it was Legion. I'm not 100% sure. My apologies. But yeah, so so basically we got through a bunch of different bad guys. And I'm going to spoil something a bit if you guys haven't caught up to this. So you may want not to hear this, whatchamacallit. I will try and not give a lot of spoilers. But we find out that who is that? Who is that? Emiko is Oliver Queen's half-sister. And she knew, she didn't stop it. There was a lot going on. Apparently Robert Queen was really scared of his wife, apparently. And I wonder if more of that would be explained. I don't know if because of her connections, going on, what would it have been better if he stayed, or would she have killed them, or basically had them killed? What would be the ramifications of that going on? Yeah, so that would be really interesting to have seen that, instead of him, abandoning them. Coffee. And every now and again, if you haven't heard my podcast, I talk about coffee. Today's coffee is a iced coffee with chocolate mocha. I think it's peppermint mocha, from Coffee Mate. Not sponsored at all, but Bustelo. I love Bustelo coffee, K-Cup. I love my Keurig, like that is my baby. Yeah, I am just a coffee fiend. But anyways, I try not to drink too much because, it's not good for you, the caffeine. And I heard that you can get stones from that. Not good. I had stones. But anyways, regressing. So you figure out that Oliver had really high standards for his dad. He really had high standards for his mom. And each and every turn throughout his whole life, he basically finds out throughout this whole thingamajig that they were not who they portrayed themselves to be in front of their children. Moira did know that Arrow was Oliver, so at the end we got to hear that out. We also found out that apparently Rasha Ghul had a lot more different labyrinths, which I figured as much, that there was not just one labyrinth pit. So Thea and Roy basically, and with his other daughter, because apparently Talia and Nalia, I think that's not Nalia, I forget her name, sorry about that, I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. He has two, and I only heard about Talia, but I didn't hear about Nessa. Nessa is his second daughter. Excuse me, Nessa. Why did I say Nalia? Nessa. I guess I'm thinking of something else. Nessa is his other daughter, and apparently they don't get along as well. So they have a huge falling out. And Nessa wants to destroy all the pits, excuse me. And so the three of them destroy the are going around the world. It's kind of touch and go between the union, between the police department and the so-called vigilantes. Hit or miss with them. There's still a lot of mistrust. There's still a lot of people that don't want to work with them. There are some people who really feel that they deserve a second chance. It's kind of hit or miss with them. And so, yeah. There was that huge scene with the prison thing. Honestly, I kind of felt like maybe there was a possibility that they may have pardoned him. But obviously not. I don't know. Like, I loved the lady that played the detective. Well, actually not the detective, the FBI agent. She really got on my nerves. Like, her character, the way she played it, was like one of those women that you just want to knock the teeth out of. Like, she was just like, whoever they got to play, they picked the perfect person. Seriously, like, she was spot on. I was kind of hoping that they would keep her as a reoccurring character, like maybe to keep an eye on the team, but they didn't, which is kind of sad. You know, I really would have liked her character to develop even more. I love the witty banter between all of the characters and her. I honestly, I really thought that they were going to keep her around. She was really good. I loved her. Like, she was one of those women that, you know, you believed that she was just a pain in the butt. Just a pain. And yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I loved her character. I thought she was really good. So you go through this whole prison thing, and Oliver has to fight, you know, the guys that he put in there. He goes through Hades and back. It's just a lot of the dragon. Just was so, the Black Arrow. It's just so much, and then all of a sudden, you see stories between his daughter and the past, and I love the way they meld the scenes together. I think that was really cool. I'm wondering if they would possibly maybe bring her on as like a spin-off of sorts of the Arrow. I really think that cast is really great. The young lady that's playing Oliver's daughter is really good. She has a lot of his moves, characteristics. It's just, Black Star is just really, just a kick butt lady, you know, just really cool and awesome. Just would love to see all of that, and delve more into their world about why did this happen, how did more of the story and stuff like that. I really would love to. I don't know, like, I'm just like dreading seeing season 8, because this is the last season, and basically this is supposed to be a really big kind of send off for the Arrowverse. Not that the Arrowverse is gonna, but just to show the Arrow. What they're calling it is the Arrowverse, because Arrow was the first one to kick it off. There's a lot of speculation going on because of lack of viewership. I don't know whether or not if the actor got hurt. I thought I heard something that there was a rumor that he got hurt or more money. Honestly, I don't know any of that. As far as there not being a story, a lot of more stories, honestly, as much as there are a bunch of comics out there, I kind of feel like there is no way they can run another story. Like, I feel like there is so much content out there that, or maybe start making new stuff up. I mean, okay, yeah, we want to see, storylines from the comics, come to life. That would be really cool and all. But if we can't, just make up stuff. That would be in the characteristics of DC or Arrow's character, that it's just not cool that, the flagship of the Arrow ship is no longer going to be there, and what is going to happen with the rest of the shows. It just, I don't know, like, I feel like it's so unfair. Like, I'm like, ah! But, oh my goodness, guys, I really, 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 I loved this one, and it was really intense. There was a lot of scenes, like I said, that didn't make any sense, that I feel like we could have done without. Like, there was this one scene, well, actually, there's a couple of, there was a particular character that was in there, that I kind of felt like, when he went to prison, his little buddy, I kind of felt like he was annoying, and then, like, they had, like, this little thing for him, and like little side story, and I was like, I guess they had to fill in some time of sorts, but it was an interesting whatchamacallit. And what else could I say about this season? Just really intense, great to watch. I don't know if the viewership, went dropped. I don't know the circumstances, but honestly, I really don't think that Arrow should be getting the boot. I think that it's a really good show, and that it's so hard for me to watch, like, on YouTube, like Josh Duhamel interacting with his fans. He's such an amazing guy. There's one particular fan there. I think her name is Sarah, and she seems to have come every year. And there's like this really fun little chemistry between her and Josh Duhamel. And Duhamel gives her gifts, and she gives them back, and it's kind of this really cool thing. And it all started because she's a cancer survivor, and wanting to know whether or not if he was going to make some more cancer survivor shirts, which is awesome. I didn't know about this, and if I find any more information, I definitely will maybe buy and put it up on the blog, because I really would love to support anybody who is fighting cancer in a good way. There's a lot of scammers out there, so you really got to be careful about that. So Sarah keeps coming to these events, and the last gift that he gave her was a hood, and I'm just sitting there going, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? And they're going to end the show. Like, I know it's ending on a high note. I know that it's ending on a really, really strong thing, and that Crisis on Earth is going to be epically awesome. I can't wait to see the Atom redo his role as Superman. Honestly, I personally thought that he should have stayed as Superman, but people were like, no, I personally thought he was a really good Superman, and he should have kept his role as Superman. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. And what else? There was a lot of bickering between the characters, a lot of mistrust, especially Black Canary's character. The new Black Canary character. I really didn't like the fact that towards the end there, they kind of didn't really trust Black Siren. I kind of felt like she earned it. She made a mistake. I kind of felt like towards the end they were giving her, the cold shoulder, and I'm like, really? Like, nobody makes mistakes? I kind of felt like they should have redeemed her in some way. what would I have liked to see more of? Mm, I also didn't really understand the whole big thing of why they didn't tell everybody, about the pregnancy. I kind of felt like that those are your family, that those are your buddies. But I guess they felt like the less people know, the safer that they are. And the end was just so amazing to see, them as a family. There's this one scene where, he's sleeping with the baby. It just made me cry. I honestly, at the end where the I forgot the name of the alien being that comes, I literally, while he was talking, I was crying. And Felicity and him were talking, Arrow and Felicity, they were talking, and I'm just sitting there bawling like a big baby, and I'm just, oh my goodness, why? No, 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 no. And I'm like, no, that's not fair, that's not right. Ah. So yeah, it just wonked. But I guess a deal is a deal, and what else could I say about this series? This season, actually. As this season was intense, as a series, I think that it was really great. I would have liked to see Thea come back instead of Roy. Well, maybe also Roy. I would have loved to have seen all of them come back. But maybe in season 8, hopefully we will get a chance to see them fight all together. But I heard that the actress is no longer part of the show. The guy that played Clinton, he is on The In-Between, which is an amazing show. You guys have to check that out. Kudos to him. But I just love him, as Detective Lance. That was his role. So yeah. So it is, if you haven't caught it, definitely check it out. I would like to hear your thoughts. Like, have you ever been to Comicon watching, the cast and the crew interact with... I have never been. Those lines are way too long for me. But yeah, no, it seems really fun, and I'm grateful for those who videotape it. Thank you so much for that. You guys make me feel like I'm actually there. It's really cool. And I just cannot wait for season 8 to come about. And you guys definitely have to watch it. I don't want to give away a lot of spoilers. Like I said, there's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of mistrust, a lot of some storylines that are a little, there are the fight scenes seem so much more intense. Plotline is just unreal. Some of it is just so cool, and the introduction of Emiko was really like mind blowing. And I guess that's where I would have wanted to have seen Thea, so that she could probably maybe have helped in the situation with Emiko. Maybe the situation would have turned out differently, even if they would have used another actress at this point. I think fans are kind of used to that, and in a way, but I know that you wouldn't want your favorite character to be replaced, your favorite actress to be replaced, actor or actress, anyway, sorry. I get that, but sometimes, that little, I don't know, like I felt that she should have been a part of the storyline, because that is also her sister as well. But yes, for whatever reason, she was not. And what else? What could I say? I wonder, if Roy's being resurrected by the Lazar Pit, I wonder and if you guys can hear that, I apologize. I'm trying to find the quietest room in the house, but it is hard when you live in New York City, because the sirens go blasting pretty much all over the place. Yeah, it's just weird. Anyways, lost my train of thought. That wonks. Like I said, I think that she should have been a part of that story. As far as Roy, sorry, spoiler, was being resurrected. revived by the Lazar Pit. I wonder if that's going to play a huge whatchamacallit in season 8. Or if he'll be back for season 8. I don't know. But I'm pretty excited and I can't wait to see it. It is going to be pretty cool. And yeah, so that is about it. I'm going to wrap that up here. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Or you can always email me your comments or questions. My email address is eileen@eileenlittlecraft.com. And don't forget to check out, if you're interested in some videos, nail videos, go check out The Little Crafter Show. Again, all that information can be found on my website, eileenlittlecraft.com. Thank you for listening. And please don't forget to hit that like button, star button, whatever. That lets me know that you have enjoyed this podcast, whether it's on YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeart. There's a bunch of different platforms that I'm on. So I'm really, really excited about that. And Speaker just added another platform, which in another 2 weeks, I will let you guys know, hopefully, whether or not I got in. All right. So thank you. Oh, and I am also on Apple iPod. Oh boy. Apple Podcast. That's the word. All right, guys. Thank you and have a great weekend. And I will talk to you guys next week. Bye for now.